not have been the best thing in the world, and it left you with a message or an experience of lack. Not good enough, not loved, not cared enough, not important enough, nobody's there for me, the universe isn't there for me, God's not there for me, whatever it might be. Those things get stuck inside the body, usually from early on. And so the tapping, what it does is it allows you to break free. Now, I coach through the tapping. So on my own, you get a little bit of a lift, and we'll do that today, but normally it goes on for like an hour and a half of deep work where we get rid of everything for good, permanent, and that's what I
An hour and a half of tapping?
Hour and a half of tapping, whatever your
Wow.
one issue is, it's gone for good, guaranteed. That one issue per hour. I think that's pretty fair, huh? You've carried it around, most of us have carried it around for 40, 50 years. Anyway, so we're going to start at the top, and if the viewers would like to do this, it's something that's just very helpful, but just even to take a deep breath, you start at the top and just close your eyes and just say, even though, and now just go right above your eyebrow. I may have had an experience, or there's something going on in my life, and I go to the side of your eye, that isn't exactly the way I want it to be, and I go under your eye. I love and accept myself, and on your lip, exactly as I am. On your chin, who I am. And this is the part that's really important. This is your pranic cord. So you kind of open up your hands a little bit and go on either side under your collarbone and say, as I am. So say, I release and let it go. Now take your arm and just give it a good squeeze and breathe in and out. And say peace. And that's just a way to adjust.
That's a different way of doing that practice. So, and you do that for an hour?
An hour and a half. So let's say, and I'll give you an example. A client came to me and said, look, I have a new job. I'm freaking out. My boss hates me. The girl across from me hates me. I don't know what's going on. I'm full of anxiety. I said, great. Let's work on that. And so she said, when's the first time you had it? She had it when she was in 3rd grade. A teacher threw something to her, threw a globe to her, and she said, point to a continent, point to South America. She pointed to the wrong one. The entire class laughed. The teacher laughed. She goes, now let's give that to someone who knows where it is. She was mortified. So that feeling.
So all the way, that followed her all the way to adulthood.
All the way to adulthood. We got rid of it, the shame, the fear, the guilt, the horror. And then she called me like 2 days later and she said, oh my God, what'd you do to me? I said, I got rid of your pattern, I hope. And she goes, yeah, the girl asked me out for drinks. My boss said I'm the best worker she's ever seen. And, she said, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm not trying to be the perfectionist. And now I can just do my job.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So would you tell our viewing audience how to contact you?
Yes.
I know people would be interested.
Yes. You can reach me at Dianne.net. That's DIANNE.net. And I also have the 14 shortcuts for happy living, and you can get them by going to my website and just sign on, and you'll get the 14 shortcuts in your email. Also, the Real Brass Ring is on Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com, and all of the information about the transformational coaching is on there as well.
Thank you so much. So the Real Brass Ring, so this is really your story.
Yes, with the 14 shortcuts.
With the 14 shortcuts. I
throughout.
like that idea of a shortcut. Probably not all that short.
No, depends.
But that's wonderful. So I'm going to make sure that I read that book, and I would suggest to our viewing audience that they also read it. And this is a lovely. Those are
the 14 shortcuts.
The 14 shortcuts, right there. So that's really wonderful, and so it's a nice flyer, and. It'd be nice for people to have that even, and that's from the book.
It's from the book, and they can get it for free on the website at Dianne.net.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Dianne. This has been great. It's been interesting for me. It's been informative for me, and I'm sure it's been informative for you, our viewing audience. So is there anything you'd like to say as we close to our audience?
to say that this is a world of opportunities, and so manage your wave, keep your wave nice and easy, and go for everything you possibly can and grab at that real brass ring.
Great, wonderful. I love it. Great message. I love meeting you again. This has really been very special. So with that, I say, namaste.